Hey, what's going on, guys? Haven't done an update in a while. Been super busy with work and just life itself. And unfortunately, this tank is coming down. And nothing with any personal or financial issues because of it coming down. It's because of the fact that this system is failing. The tank itself, the silicone, is breaking down. This tank is only about 2.5 years going on to 3. And you can see here, I'll come closely, but you can see the silicone is breaking up from the front portion pane of the tank display. And you can see there's air sockets right there. You see those air sockets? So somehow there must be like a pin needle is getting into the silicone, and I think it's happening from the bottom up because you can see the silicone is literally drying up, cracking, and you can see there's a thin layer of black silicone up on top, so I don't even think the water has actually penetrated just yet. But this is definitely cause of concern, and you can see it spreading down, and it seems to be spreading more and more as the days go, because I just noticed this just like a week ago. And I already made a ticket to RedSea to see if they can do anything about this, but this is obviously gonna not be honored because of the fact that this is probably in their case what they're gonna send me. I haven't heard anything just of yet. I gave them the receipt and everything. I did get replies back, but they are working with me. But I really think that they're not gonna honor me with a new tank, and this is unfortunate because 2.5 years going close to 3. And you're telling me that silicone is failing. And I did hear about the 525s in the past failing, but this was after the fact of hearing about supposedly RedSea tank displays failing with silicone issues and other things. But obviously they're still having some sort of an issue because this is occurring. And you can see from the top that there's no penetration. I'm really careful with how I clean my glass and to ensure that the silicone is not being touched or scraped in any way. And it's just unfortunate that I'm gonna have to actually bring down this whole entire thing. But what the positive note is that because of the rock structure, this being an arch, I can literally pull this whole thing out, and I can take this whole thing out, and then I can just take whatever's on the sand bed and just take it out and do a transfer. But just to do it is going to be such a headache. And sorry for the reflection, but you know, oh my God, you know, with RedSea systems, if this is going to be the occurrence, I just ask all of you that have RedSea tanks to just look at your silicone from time to time and just ensure that you're not having any failures of your own, because I've had tanks pretty much for over 25-30 years, and I'm only 45 years old, and I've never seen the silicone fail. And this is my first time, even with my old glass tank that I had in my living room that I just switched out and sold to someone else, because of the fact that they trust me with the care of my systems, that their tank that they just got from me will last maybe just as long or longer. But silicone has never been an issue. And this is what's going on, guys. This is what's going on. This is the Herm 14 saying that I have no choice but to do a tank transfer, and this is unexpected, and this is around the Christmas time. So I have been doing Christmas shopping, and you know, work-wise we've been super busy, thank God, but it's just unfortunate that I have to bring down this system or do a tank transfer and transfer it into a new one. And if they honor me with a new tank, that would be a plus. But I have been looking into the G2 series. Now that being said, I am still very liking the RedSea, but I do have my complaints when it comes to their lighting, protein skimmers, and other things. But this is obviously a major complaint right here. This is failure. This is 2.5 years, and you can see the silicone is just failing on its own. You can see the air sockets on the bottom right there. So obviously there's some sort of something failing. You know, it's not like I'm taking something and going from the bottom and going you know. This is obviously silicone failure at its finest. So good thing that I caught it, but I am going to be making an order for a new tank. I'm just waiting to see what the representative is going to tell me, but I do expect some bad news on not being able to get a new system by them, or their, you know, them telling me that the warranty probably isn't expired. But I was thinking Waterbox, but now that they have the G2 series RedSea, I might give it one more shot and just go with a RedSea G2, but I'm gonna go with the 625 or the 6 something that's just a little bit bigger than the 525. So they'll probably get 2 inches more swimming space. But other than that, it's just, this is the Herm 14, just giving you an update on what's going on with this 525 silicone failure. Tank transfer is going to be obviously a must. I'm gonna have to take everything out. If I do go with the G2 series, I'm obviously not gonna keep this and put the new tank up on top, because I don't like the fact that this is also MDF, which was one of the things I should have looked into when I was purchasing this thing. You know, I was just reading reviews about the tank display itself and the mechanics, but the stand being MDF, I don't like anything that's MDF, the failure. But now that they have these new G2 series with solid wood, plywood and whatnot, it makes me think that maybe I should just give it one more shot and just go with the G2 series and see if I don't have any more issues. But this is something that you guys should look for. Anybody that has RedSea tanks, just ensure that you're not going to have any silicone failure like this, because it's just a matter of time before water starts breaking through and starts leaking, and I don't need a hell of a day or night or morning trying to figure out how I'm gonna seal it up or whatever. But tank transfer a must. And this is the Herm 14, just letting you know, once again, all my other systems are doing fine. Coral growth is great, and we are going to do a RedSea tank transfer in the coming future, and I will show you guys some videos of that transfer itself, maybe not step by step, but a slow process of what's going to be happening. And still debating whether I'm going to go Waterbox or G2 series RedSea. I was thinking going custom tank, but you know what, if I going with the G2 series financially might be the better sense of thinking, because then I can just put everything back the way it is. The only thing that's going to be needed is probably a new top, a new screen top, but you know, for the size, I won't this what is it, screen that I have, this cover that I have is just going to be, you know, a must need. But other than that, I'll probably just put new sand, and that might be the only purchase from the actual tank itself, is just the top and the sand. Everything else, plumbing wise and all, should be basically just a transfer over to from this tank to the other. So this is the unfortunate things of having a, you can say, rimless tank. You don't know whether or not they're going to last or not last. This was my first rimless tank, and not so good, not so good. But other than that, guys, definitely not knocking down RedSea. I just am debating whether I'm going to go G2 series or Waterbox. So I'll see from there. Not going to go custom made system with Euro bracing and all and new stand. It's just, it would just, you know, I have all the mechanics. I got all the tools necessary to do an easy transfer, and that's how I want to keep it. But silicone failure, tank transfer, a must. And this is the Herm 14, just letting you guys know what's going on with this system at this point in time and day. All right, this is the 12/3 of 2022. All right, guys, peace.